What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me get my, hold on. Let me look for my glasses. I'll be right back. Well, I guess I took them upstairs. Good afternoon, everybody. Theme song will come at the end of the day. I just came back from doing a job. I did hear about Emanuel Mosley. Trust me, we're going to talk about it. I really do need those glasses. They keep the glare off my eyes. We got a lot to talk about today. The Lions are 4-1, third in the NFC, but we took a big hit today. Lions, do they have something brewing? Is there somebody we can go get? I'll give you a couple of my suggestions. Also, wide receiver. Are we going to still be looking at a wide receiver? I'll give you my thoughts as well. But here, let's play the theme song. I'll get my glasses.
Off the neighbors, whether homegrown or imported, we feeling shorted, cause we waiting on our paper. So next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City, where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City when we get back on the feet. Yeah, you don't know about the day, you don't know about the streets, cause when you're in the motor city, nothing is as pretty as the hustle. You don't know about the day, you don't know about the streets, cause when you're in the motor city, everything ain't pretty but it's love though. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City where we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City when we get back on our feet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Spike Kool-Aid for Monday, the 9th of October, 2023. Man, what a, we didn't get long to celebrate the victory, but we'll talk about that. I got everything pulled up. Mr. Poole, my Twitter is open. I have to unmod you and then remod you. So let me do that. Remove as standard. And then I'll add as a managing moderator. There we go. All right. All done. Hope everybody had a great, just got some Scott Van Pelt is out, I guess, from tonight's game. I had a great day. Went to the game yesterday. Had a fantastic time. I took pictures with about 5 or 6 fans, man. Some of them saw me and was like calling my name. And it was crazy. Met Patrick. Shout out to Patrick, man. What a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Great weather. Mid-50s. Was cold at first. I was burning up. I literally, man, telling you. Great. Shout out to Dylan, man, with the great seats. Had a great time with you, man. Lions get the dub. But we got some sad news as well. And I want to ask you, how important do you think, how much do you think this is going to change Brad Holmes going forward as far as his trade deadline move? We got to talk about some things. But before we do that, let's shout out the chat. Shout out to Grit. What's up? Robin's Nest, Fresh and Fly. Win. Mile Marker. What's up, bro? Eduardo. We got Mr. Poole in the building. We got Patty. We got Fresh and Fly said that Rainbow Girl says we have the dollars, just need to pull the trigger. What's up? Appreciate y'all waiting, man. So what I do is I do catering orders, and I do them in the morning. This one ran a little late because they needed to 8, right? It ran a little late. So I was late dropping it off. And so basically what I do is I take an order. You're about to eat lunch at your place of employment. I take a catering order. I set it up buffet style, take a photo, and so you get your eat on. But I was late because the restaurant was late. So that's what I do in the morning. That's why when I say I'm on the job, but I hope everybody had a great weekend. Your Detroit Lions are 4-1. I'm sorry. They should be 5-0. Big win yesterday over the Carolina Panthers. We'll talk a lot about that as well, but we have to talk about what direction this team is going to go in with the news that we got for Emanuel Mosley. So let me find this tweet again. I want to say I bookmarked it. It literally broke when I was leaving to do the job. So I was taking off to start the job. And the next thing I know is I get this push notification that I think I bookmarked, so I can go back and find it real quick. Bookmarks. I try to bookmark all my Detroit Lions stuff. Okay, go to all bookmarks and let's talk about it. All right, so we're going to talk about Emanuel Mosley. This is going to be a segment, so if you want just your comment read during the segment, I'll try to look down and get your guys' dialogue. But what direction should we go in? The Detroit Lions got some bad news. Emanuel Mosley, the cornerback we got in free agency, we were looking forward to him returning. The irony is he was lost week 5 of last year. It literally had been 1 year since he was on a football field. And like some bad, fortune, this guy comes out week 5, 2 plays in, tears the ACL of his other knee, not the one that was rehabbed on, not the one he tore last year, literally the opposite knee. Has to be devastating for him. I don't want to make it seem like I'm overlooking Emanuel Mosley. It's unfortunate. His time in Detroit didn't work out. Injuries happen. There's nothing he could have done. It happens, right? But we got to have next man up. But the question that I have for you is, do we have that next man? Jerry Jacobs has been playing very good the last 3 games. When you look at cornerback depth after him, who do we have? We got Chase Lucas. We've got Gilmore, right? Do we need to do something for at cornerback? Let me know what you think in the comments. So Eduardo says, no, we don't. No, we don't. So I was talking to Mr. Poole about this, and I want to throw it out. We talked about Patrick Surtain. That's not going to happen. I talked to my Denver guy. He said easy 2 first-round picks. He believes that Surtain is part of the rebuild. He's a crucial piece to the rebuild. They may be moving on from Russell Wilson. They got to have somebody to lock it down. He's going to be that guy, so we can throw him out. So I threw this out there to Mr. Poole. Tell me what you guys think. There's a guy that was playing on our team in the preseason. We cut him. We cut him. We waived him. I'm sorry. He was picked up by the Arizona Cardinals. His name is, remind me again, Sterling Thomas. Sterling Thomas, the cornerback, undrafted free agent. Could he be a solution for the Detroit Lions to go pull him off of the Arizona practice squad, bring him here, and he'll go depth? I think he could be. We all wanted him on this team. He battled it out, and Jerry Jacobs right now is holding it down. Or if we don't do that, is there a mid-tier or high-tier cornerback that you would want to see? I'm wondering if this puts a wrinkle in what I thought to be our plans at the trade deadline, which is to maybe get a defensive end or a wide receiver at the trade deadline. Now, instead of getting that guy, will we get two kind of mid-tier guys? Let me know what you think. If somebody else is out there says 10-21, grab them. Ryan says Patrick Surtain. We need another DB, maybe not a top guy, but we need a serviceable guy. We need the next guy for the next guy. Surtain for 2 firsts and a third. Okay, question. How long is Branch out? We don't know just yet. All right, question for you. Are you willing to give up what was suggested? 2 firsts and a third for Patrick Surtain II. Let me know. Yes, Surtain is going to be amazing for us, but we really need Young because Harris isn't doing that good. Okay, so Wynn says no. I don't think Brad does that. I don't think he does that. And you're not willing to do it, so that means take him off the list. Is there somebody else, though? like a mid-tier cornerback, somebody maybe on a losing team that you could see the Lions going after. I haven't really had a chance to look because, like I said, I got the news literally when I was leaving the house. I pulled out of my driveway. I hit a stop sign and the push notification comes. I wanted to turn back around, but I couldn't. I said I had to talk about it when I got home. So should we try to get somebody? Should we go after Patrick? Should we get somebody serviceable? Or should we go back and grab Starling Thomas? I say, hey, grab Starling Thomas. Hunter says, you got to hate the fact that 2 of the 3 big free agent DBs signings never really do that much. That is a big deal. Both freak accidents. Like, how crazy is that? That CJ Gardner-Johnson goes down in game 2. Emanuel Mosley literally touches the field and goes down. Like, he's lost. CJ could come back for the playoffs. He could come back and potentially play for in December, late December, if we go on a playoff run. When we go on a playoff run, because it is happening. So let me know your thoughts on Emanuel Mosley, his replacement. Do we need him? And if we do need a replacement, who would you like it to be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Orlando, what's up, man? Says DE for sure. A big name should be top priority. What's up, Renique? What's going on, bro? What's up, Zay? Corner depth worries me now. Mackenzie in the building says Brad Holmes ain't trading for no corners. He could have drafted Christian Gonzalez if he can play corner also. Will Harris was drafted as a corner, and we moved him to safety. So, I don't know. I mean, do I think this puts a wrinkle in his plans? I do. But at the same time, I can't change what I've been saying, which is if you have a stout defensive line, you can have a subpar corners. I mean, Jerry Jacobs played some great ball. I don't want to take anything from him. Bryce Young threw a fantastic pass, or a terrible pass. It was fantastic for us. A terrible pass that was intercepted, right? Just a bad pass, bad read, the whole thing. Jerry went up and got it, clean interception. If we have a defensive line that is always in the face of the quarterback, you get bad decisions. And quarterbacks, secondaries can benefit from bad decisions. So I don't know if it changes his plans too much. Apple would be nice. What, Eli Apple? Eli Apple would be nice. That is a to the no. Okay, Zay, we've already discussed this. I talked to my Denver dude. He says at least 2 first-round picks. This is what he told me. Remember when Jalen Ramsey was traded from the Jaguars to the Rams? That's what he said we would have to trade. Are you willing to do that for Patrick Surtain II? The Eagles are doing that right now. Their DBs are trash. Well, finally, somebody that agrees with me, because I don't think Darius Slay is that good. I don't think he was good when he was that good when he was here. Darius Slay, to me, is a beneficiary of his defensive line. I'm sorry. I have seen this guy. I watched him for 4 or 5 years here. To me, he's not as good as he seems because he's always benefited. You put him on somebody with a horrendous D-line, he would get cooked all day long. Eli Apple would manage to blow the division lead the Lions built up. Okay, so Rick says, our biggest needs haven't changed. We are good without Mosley. See, I agree with you to a certain level. I think you have to grab somebody. And if you're going to bring somebody in, go get Starling Thomas. That's a win-win situation. He's a practice squad dude. Bring him in. Somebody goes down, then you got another guy. And if that happens, then we'll be in real trouble. Real trouble. Go after Denzel Ward. What is his contract situation? Glover Quinn was better. Grab Marlon Humphrey. I'm not against getting a D lineman, but we definitely need to get some depth at QB. I trust Brad to make the best move. Well, there's nothing we can do. You think we grab neither one of them, bro? We don't need a safe. Nope. Neither one of them. Woolen is year 3, 4, somewhere around there. He's a dog over there. I don't think we're doing that. What happens if Cam Sutton goes down? Then we are in trouble. Okay, yes. Do we need depth? Yes. Do we trade for it? Is the question that I am asking. We cannot afford Denzel Ward. Also, what's up? What's up, KD? What's going on, bro? I wish I got to see you yesterday. Did you read my last comment? Probably not, D. Do you think we should get another RB because Knight went down? What is the issue with Donovan Knight? What is the issue with Donovan Knight? All right, so check this out. I wish I would have remembered this from my last segment, but Let me see. This is coming from All Lions. The pros and cons for trading for Patrick Surtain. This would have been great to have in, but I did not see it. Let me get rid of that. Bring in. Okay. Surtain and Sutton. All right, get to the point. All right, so this is coming from All Lions. The issue with trading for Surtain would come from in the form of draft capital. It's been long documented how General Manager Brad Holmes covets his picks, and given his track record for finding talent, it's not hard to see why. Trading for talent, Okay. To put it plainly, his instant production would likely outweigh that of a late first-round pick that Detroit would select in the 2024 draft should it sustain its winning ways. Ain't no should to it. Okay, so there was no pros and cons. So basically, it's everything we talked about. Trade for Burns and sign Thomas, we will be fine. The Lions should get another running back, but just someone from the practice squad. If we're going to get a running back, I haven't looked to see what our running backs look like, but why not bring back Jamar Jefferson? It's been week 5. We waived him with an injury settlement, so we could bring him back. Maybe we're talking to him now. Donovan, I don't know what the injury is. I did see something on Twitter. He said something about a setback and God and something else. So I have no idea what's going on there. Let me go here. Hold on, let me put this up. So I'm not sure what we'll do there. Prayers for Alex family. Apparently they're in Israel. I did see that. Man, how good did Reynolds look on his last drive yesterday? Craig? And I didn't even know that was his first career touchdown in a regular season. Like I had no idea. James Robinson. The former, who is he? He's been on a bunch of teams, right? What happened to Bam? I have no idea. He was running and he goes, I was sitting on that side, not the sideline, but I was sitting on that side of the field. He goes down. He need help getting off the team. He could put very little weight on his leg, whatever leg. I want to say it was the left leg. He could put very little weight on it. Lions fan with the dono, appreciate you, says, I would trade for Sean Murphy Bunting, cornerback. Well, I don't know anything about the Capitol. Burns did not impress me last game. Was hoping to see something for him. Okay. All right, so let's have a conversation because I wanted to have a conversation I've been having a conversation with my fellas all morning. All right, so the question that I have for you guys is, do you feel like the Detroit Lions need a wide receiver? They did fantastic yesterday. They did great. Down their best offensive weapon at Amon-Ra St. Brown. We were down, but we didn't miss a beat. I was concerned that we were going to stall or it was going to take us a long time to get going. The Lions said, hold my beer. We got you, right? What did Dan Campbell say? Relax, coach. We got it, right? So the question I have for you is, do you think that the Lions still need a wide receiver? And who do you think that should be? So I'm having a conversation with my fellas, and we got a difference of opinion. And there's a guy that's been coming up that could be traded, but I want to get your opinion. I would prefer Mike Evans. I had a guy that mentioned Jerry Jeudy. I had another guy that said Hollywood Brown. And my choice is Mike Evans. Mike Evans, there's no reason to doubt what he could do. I feel like we still need one to compete with the likes of the Eagles, to compete with the likes of the San Francisco 49ers, who are a freight train right now. Look at what the Eagles did with A.J. Brown, a guy that they could rely on, was on the Titans, really didn't do anything. He was doing something there, but then he just blew up once he got here. So I feel like we still need one. So let me ask you a question. It's a two-part question. Do you think we need a wide receiver? And who would you choose to bring to the Detroit Lions? David said we good. Katie says we good. Wouldn't hurt to get another wide receiver. No, but it wouldn't hurt for the right price. We could use a big body guy. No. Never thought we needed one to begin with. Galladay, honestly, I don't think so. It wouldn't hurt. Brown, Evans. See, and this is what I'm confused with. I'm confused as to why you don't think that we need one. I understand why you say that, but it confuses me because our offense. Okay, you ever had, let's use an example. Okay, I drive a Nissan Altima. I drive a 2015. I love my car. When I get a new car, I'm looking at I don't know if you know this, but the Maxima is going to be discontinued in 2024. So, but the new Altima, I got my eye on that whenever I get another car, right? What's wrong with upgrading? Our offense is clicking at 50% right now. Jameson Williams, who we'll talk about later in the show, Jameson Williams is at a 15-20%. Why would you not want to get better? And we did phenomenal without St. Brown yesterday, but how long can we keep that up? If we lose Josh Reynolds, undervalued wide receiver, we lose him, Sam Laporta. We did great yesterday. I want to get better. I don't want to just be hanging on and stuff like that. I tell you this, the current wide receiver core that we have, I just don't think we can compete with. Why can't we be the Philadelphia Eagles? Why can't we be the San Francisco 49ers? We got our Debo. Do we have a Brandon Ayuk, right? I want to be the best we can be. I feel like, why not get a wide receiver to make us? And even though we went 4 for 4 in the red zone yesterday, we don't have that red zone big body wide receiver. We really don't. We went 4 for 4 in the red zone. That simply means we scored four times in the 20-yard line. But I'm talking about the 50-50 guy we don't have. We do not have him. So let me see what the comment section is saying. Tom Kennedy, that is hilarious. We have the 4th offense in the league. Fix the defense's hole first. Okay, so what holes do we have on defense? Trade for Chark. That is, okay, who left that in my comment section? This segment about to turn left. Because you know what? I'm just going to mix these two together. Somebody in my comment section yesterday, shout out to you. I'm not stealing this from you. I know y'all going to have a fit. He was like, hear me out. What if we traded for Chark? And I was just like, that sounds like something Brad Holmes would do. That sounds like something Brad Holmes would totally do. Go get DJ Chark for like pay the rest of his salary. He only got 5 years for $1 million. That sounds like something Brad Holmes would do. We talking about Mike Evans. They didn't answer the phone for DeAndre Hopkins. Is our general manager going to go after Mike Evans? I said Brad Evans. Who is Brad Evans? We're going to go after Mike Evans. You know what Brad Holmes does? That's something like he would do. He would go get DJ Chark and bring him back, and we'd have him back. That sounds like something we would do. Jerry Jeudy is coming up, and from my Denver guy saying that we might get, okay, here's a question for you. Jerry Jeudy, 2nd round pick for Jerry Jeudy, would you take it? Would you take a 2nd round? Would you give a 2nd round pick in 2024 for Jerry Jeudy? Marvin Jones need to step up. D-line, please. DJ Chark interview sounded, bro, that junk was funny. That was funny. I might have to talk about that. I actually might bring that in because that junk had me completely rolling. Hard pass, yeah, for sure. No, not the way we draft. So Troy says no. So now we're talking about, are we talking about Chark or are we talking about Jerry Jeudy? But let me know. Out of all the scenarios that I painted, what would you want to see, or nothing? You think we're good the way we are? I think we can always get better. And like your GM says, he's always looking for ways to get better. So you might think we're good, but he might agree with me. I think we're good, but I want to be great. And I think another wide receiver helps us do that. Let me know what you think. 1021 says, I take Chark back. So let's focus on the first thing first. Would you take DJ Chark back right now? Trade J-Mo. That's funny. Eric, you stupid, bro. Really? I can't. This is shocking. Y'all would bring DJ. It looks like, you know what? Let's do this. You know what? I'm okay. Let's start a poll. I'll put would. Would you bring, and it might be some typos, I don't care. Would you bring DJ Chark back? Okay, so let me do some housekeeping real quick. All right, so shout out to Patty who said it the other day. Somebody in here was asking Friday about Adam's show, okay? I have no concrete evidence of this, but I feel like I probably should tell y'all what I found out. Patty mentioned something the other day on Friday's show about something that had to do with his old place of employment, and I think that is correct. I went to go look at his channel. I've been kind of doing some research, and it looks like it has something to do with Woodward and him, and he had to remove all his content. There's nothing there, and the only way I see him doing that is if there's either a cease and desist or a non-compete clause. I have no idea. This is all speculation. I have no sources or anything. It just seems like that they didn't want the competition. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question. I don't know if there's any truth to that, just basing it off The little contracts I'll put together, sometimes you put, and what that means, I'm guessing, is that if there is a non-compete clause, that simply means he cannot compete in the same, he can't basically be their competition. That's what it seems like. There is a, like a statute of limitations in most contracts that is built into. So like for the next year, I'm just all speculation here. So for a certain amount of time, he can't compete with them. That's what it sounds like. I'm not sure. Just throwing it out there. Okay, so 73%. Wow. Jerry not hurt as of right now. No, he's not hurt. If Chark can stay healthy. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about this. And again, shout out to the guy that brought this up, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm stealing ideas and stuff like that. But when he said it, I was like, I wonder. Now, you know what? I've been battling with these guys on Twitter, okay? And, well, not these guys, but I'm tapped into the Lions 24/7. And I hope you know, like I know, that DJ Chark chose to go to Carolina. We didn't lowball him. We did not offer him anything. He chose to go there. He said something about an opportunity. J Moore Rich Man Poor. Okay, so before we get back to Chark, let's talk about this. All right. So the fan base, it doesn't take much for the Detroit Lions fan base to just spaz out. We got PTSD. Listen, I tell you that. I know we do. We got, and a lot of Lions fans are having Charles Rogers PTSD right now. And that is about Jameson Williams. We have to have a conversation only because we're in this situation. And what situation is that? How long are you, the viewer, the Lions fan, how long do you give Jameson Williams before you start to slap the bus label on him? Now, I know it's already on there, but it's growing. Now, I'll tell you my thoughts, and I would love to hear yours. It's too early to call Jameson Williams a bust, but when you find out that Jahmyr Gibbs has more catches and something like that than him, it's a little tough, right? He comes out yesterday, sets up a fantastic block to spring David Montgomery. Feisty. Springs the block. David Montgomery cuts it inside. He breaks it out. That does not happen without Jameson Williams. That's guaranteed. Jameson was following him to the end zone, looking to block people. But that's not what we drafted him to do. That's not all that we drafted him to do. Now, before anybody start making content or try to use my videos for something else, I'm saying to you, I have not given up on Jameson Williams. I'm not calling him a bust. I'm simply asking, when does the draft status catch up to the production on the field? I'm going to be honest. We got to have the hard conversation. For some people, y'all can't stand this man. This young man, you're ready to throw him out, slap the bus label on him, everything like that. He is running out of time. He has year 3. That's it. Year 3 to change your mind, to change anybody's mind who think that he is not. It's not what you've done. It is what you're doing now. College does not matter for Jameson Williams. It does not. All of that stuff does not matter. Here's what I saw yesterday. And I said this to the guy I was sitting next to at the stadium. I said, they about to kill him. They about to destroy this guy. You had an opportunity to catch the football, hit you in both your hands. You've been on the jugs 100 a day. Maybe you should up that to 200. I'm saying, I'm not hating on you, bro. I'm saying up it. You cannot drop passes. As the 12th overall pick in the National Football League, you just can't do it, especially if it hits you in both your hands. So I'm not defending Jameson Williams. I'm simply stating the facts. How long does he have before he started to get underwhelming? We don't care about what he does. Yesterday, the crowd we want J-Mo. It started, and then it quickly dissipated. J-Mo has only played under 80 plays total in his career. People need to chill out on him. Okay, RG. So I'll ask you first. When does this become warranted? J-Mo will be fine. He just needs more time. Okay. How long are we going to continue to say that? Now, again, I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm simply stating what you all are thinking, what some of you are thinking. How long, in the National Football League. Now, let's be clear. We have been doing this for a year and a half. For 1.5 years, we have been making excuses. It's always something. It's always something. So I'm asking you, I have my thoughts. I'm going to give them time. But what I'll say is this. If you talk about it, you got to be about it. If you talking about you was built for this, you got to be about it. You got to show us you built about it. You cannot I don't care how long you've been on the sideline. You catch balls, no pause, for a living, right? That's what you do. You've been catching balls for a living. You cannot drop a bread basketball from your quarterback and be the 12th overall pick and has underachieved since you've been here and expect to get any love from the fan base. That's all I'm saying. And his dad said it. His dad said he signed up for this. Jameson Williams' dad seemed like the type he like, son, you need to get this done. So I'm asking y'all, if J-Mo get a few tutties, does the bus stop talk? You know what? The ones, it does not. We're not. And this isn't about a bus conversation. This is simply, in your opinion, your Lions fandom, how long do you give Jameson Williams before you start squeezing a little bit harder and a little harder and a little harder? How long do you give? That's all I'm saying. That's the whole point of this segment. I think he'll be fine, but I've been wrong before. And all I know is it's not what he's done. It's what he is doing and he needs to do. But he was out there blocking like a dog with rabies. So he's got the talent. I'm simply saying in the NFL, and this isn't even me. This not the fan base. This is aside from the fan base. The NFL stands for not for long. It really does. We joke about it, but it is fact. It is fact. Let's just say this. If this continues into year 3 and 4, what happens year 5? What happens year 5? Okay. I'll put it like this. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 3rd year. If he had a 5th-year option, it would be picked up. Jameson Williams was set back due to the injury, played in his national championship game. I got nothing but love for that. In year 3, are we going to be talking about 5th-year options? Right? So that's what we need to talk about. I'm just stating the reality of this situation. I'm not ready to call the kid a bust or give up, but I'm just saying it's not about what you've done. It's about what you're doing now. It's not even about what you can do, because eventually you run out of room with that. So let me know your thoughts. He doesn't make it into year 4. And I'll say this, y'all. This is what I'll say is Jameson Williams is like Jared Goff. I mean, the debate is strong, bro. We will go to war and battle for this. You either like pro J-Mo or anti J-Mo. And I'm simply saying this. If you hired me to do a job and I'm not doing that job to how you hired me to do it, you're going to put me on probation, right? You're going to write me up. You're going to say, hey, Derek, I need you to step up, right? And then eventually I'm going to get demoted if you have that type of system, and then I'm going to get let go, right? So I just think that sometimes we let, and I can say this, but we let emotion get in. I do it too. You know what I'm saying? But I think we got to look at the product. And the product, if I bought a salad from Meijer, I would expect no bugs to be in there. You know what I'm saying? In a closed bag, because they have protocol in place that my expectations are for no bugs to be in my salad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying the expectations, we have them. And this is what I'll say, and I'll move on to another subject, is that if you're drafted in the 1st round, you got to perform like it. And I think the magnifying glass for Jameson Williams is more intense because he's a 1st round pick. St. Brown is overachieving. St. Brown and Jameson Williams is underachieving. That's just my thoughts. What happened next year when we lose Ben Johnson? I personally don't believe we're going to lose him. I don't think we're going to lose him at all. The Lions need to scam Jameson Williams to football because he's that type of player. I mean, we threw him the ball yesterday. He dropped it. He dropped it, which is what has been nagging him all off season. He dropped it. Like, you cannot. I will say this about Jameson Williams. I don't want him to lose his confidence. That's not, and he doesn't seem like he has a problem with confidence, but I don't want him to lose it. because we need him to keep it. He can't go back into some turtle shell and now be dropping balls, no pause. I'm only saying that because it's fun to say. I think it's fun to say. It's stupid, but it's fun. How can we judge J-Mo when he barely gets any targets? But why doesn't he get target? Why doesn't J-Mo gets target? Why? Let me remind you, the very first pass that was thrown to Jameson Williams, he ran out of bounds and still dropped it. So come on, man. This is what I'm like this. Eventually, y'all, we got to stop this. We cannot keep babying everyone. That we cannot keep doing that. Because y'all hated the Jahmyr Gibbs pick. Hated it. I'm hearing bust, all of that stuff. Y'all hate it. Y'all not giving Jahmyr Gibbs the same that y'all giving Jameson Williams. And he sat on the sideline for 12 games. Come on, man. Y'all was ready. Jahmyr Gibbs, you know what I'm hearing? Swift versus Gibbs. I'm just like, why are we doing this? Why are we going through this? This is stupid to me. We know Swift's story. We know what he can be when he wants to be and if he can stay healthy. How is this a conversation? Swift was on the last year. Did y'all forget that this is a contract year for DeAndre Swift? Did anyone forget that? Come on, man. Everybody balls out in a contract year. I don't understand why y'all don't see that. Everyone balls out in a contract year. I get that he dropped one, but Brad Johnson has to get more targets. Amazing on stage. I'm sure he will. But when you're trying to win games, here's the thing. When you're trying to, and I said this yesterday at the game, don't start forcing it to J-Mo. We saw it in the preseason. J-Mo. If you're going to force stuff to people, do it in the preseason where the games don't matter. But the game's on the line. You need people who you can trust. That's what I'm trying to say to y'all, man. Can Jared Goff trust Jameson Williams yet? Do you trust Jameson Williams? And when I say you, I'm talking about the viewer, period. Do you, the viewer, trust Jameson Williams today? Game on the line. Who you throwing to? St. Brown or Jameson Williams? There's your answer. If your answer is St. Brown, it's not Jameson Williams, there you have it. That's it. Listen, I don't hate the guy. I want him to succeed. What I'm saying is this: you have expectations. And I don't care that he's been out for 12 games. When you come in, they said that this guy was the first wide receiver to come off the board if he wouldn't have been hurt. You got to play like that. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not that guy. I'm not saying he's a bust, but I'm also not going to. This is, he out of the bassinet. He's not in the bassinet anymore. His dad said he signed up for this. That's it. I trust him enough. Okay, you throwing to. Who are you throwing to? Jameson Williams or Zay Flowers? Are you throwing to Jameson Williams or Zay Flowers right now? Who are you throwing to? If Goff had the offense and the offense doesn't trust J-Mo, then he's a bust and we shouldn't have drafted him. Well, I have that yet to be determined. Okay, he's a kid. He will be fine. Giving him fortune to J-Mo means no sense. I predict breakout game for J-Mo. Okay, but J-Mo's a seasoned player, right? Because he's in year two. Right? So, and J-Mo ain't catching nothing. But eventually, this will all go away. Either he'll ball out or he won't. But it's going to be a topic until it's not. That's just how this thing works. Okay, so let's talk about this because we kind of talked about it for a little bit. We had a conversation. We've been talking about wide receiver, and J-Mo has been the topic of conversation. I think we can always get better. I don't think this person necessarily makes us better. Like, okay, moves the needle. I don't think this person moves the needle much. All right. But somebody brought up in the comment section, we talked about it briefly, but I want to elaborate it a little bit more. If you were Brad Holmes, would you consider bringing back DJ Chark? Now let's look at his stats. His stats for 2023. He's played in 4 out of 5 possible games. He has 10 receptions. He has 21 targets. And he has 2 touchdowns for 171 yards. Now, to put that in perspective, last year, I'm just going off the dome here, DJ Chark had played in 11 games. He had 508 yards. Oh, it's right here. I don't have to go off the dome. Duh. He had 502 yards. He played in 11 games. He had 30 receptions on 52 targets. He had 3 touchdowns. Would you trade back for DJ Chark? Now, I'll give you my thoughts. This is exactly what your GM would do. This is exactly what your GM would do. This guy chose to go there because he had the opportunity to be the number one wide receiver. DJ Moore had been traded. Now DJ Chark gets to come in. An opportunity. Well, that opportunity ain't going like you. And there's a video that I would love to bring in. As a matter of fact, I wish I could bring it in, man. This guy you're talking about, and I alluded to this in a different show. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, just to have some fun. DJ Chark, this interview sounded like he left the wife for a side chick. He thought that side chick was going to be wife material, and it was nothing like that. That's what happened to DJ Chark. And if you haven't seen this interview, you need to go watch it. He said everywhere he goes, soon as he leaves, they start winning. It happened with Jacksonville. It happened with LSU. It happened with Detroit. And he looks sadder than anybody I've seen in a very long time. Does that mean we need to bring him back? No. Should we bring him back? I don't think he moves the needle that much. Is he a deep threat we need? He is. He is. And it's one I see your GM making. I'm not saying he does this because he signed a 1-year deal over there. So it'd be like Josh Reynolds 2.0. But I feel like this is what he would do. Chark over Marvin all day long. I'm with you. Chark poll is now 50-50. Thank you for that, because I forgot it was even up there. So according to the poll I put up, we have 91 votes. Let's do this. Let's get this thing to 100 votes. At 91 votes, thank you for bringing it, because I would have forgot. What's the point of having it if I'm not going to remember? 91 votes. It is 51% yes, 49% no. Would you bring back DJ Chark? We'll let that be up for another 3 minutes, and then I'll shut it down. I think he fits this offense. That's why. Who on our team needs to be upgraded the most? We looked so promising last year, though. We bring back Chark when he goes down within 2 games. Who pays the piper for that stupidity? Those who wanted him because it as guaranteed is hurt. Get back soon as the sun is hot. So, but the poll at 95 votes is saying 50-50. It is currently sitting at 50-50 out of 96 votes. Would you bring back DJ Chark? Let's get 4 more votes, and I'll give you what the poll says. He's better than Marvin. We don't need help on offense. We need help on defense. Our secondary is completely gutted like Jerry, and I can't. Here's what I'll say as we wait for these votes to come in, and if I don't, listen. Brad Holmes, and I keep saying this, y'all are in a state of content. Get out of that. Remove yourself from being content. Don't be content. Strive to be better. Our team can get better. Our GM is always looking to get better because that's how you compete for Super Bowls, is by getting better. I'm tired of this. We're good the way we are. Our GM and coach are always looking to get better. Why can't we do that? Why are we so content with being okay? We can be better. A Mike Evans makes this team better. Let's get better. A Chase Young makes this team better. Let's get better. I don't understand why we keep having these conversations. Oh, we're good with what we have. Why be good when you can be great? Why be okay when you can be even better? 104 votes. 42%, 48% say no to 52 say yes. So there you go. But I see this as a move your general manager would definitely make. This is what I'm here. I'm going here like you young. I'm going here. You better put that back foot down. I'm tired of being like this. We're good. We're good now. We were way better than I thought we was going to be with no St. Brown. But why stop there? Why stop there? The San Francisco 49ers said, you know what? We got this dog defense. Let's go get the best running back in the league. Hands down. Bring him here. And look at him now. Haven't lost. Only time they lost is because that running back was playing quarterback. Why can't we get better? I don't understand that. We are doing the right thing. We're building through the draft. But again, you can only build so much. And then you got to go out and buy something. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Braylon, I'm the only one that's going to say it. Well, okay, bro, I said it backwards. You know, it happens. I do that with numbers. The Lions do not want to spend any money because we're not used to winning. I'm just wondering why people are so angry after a win. I You know what, Mr. Poole? I don't think it's angry. I don't think it's angry. Who takes this team over the hump in terms of talent, Patrick Surtain or Brian Burns? I think it's a win-win, because if you get a cornerback like that, then do you have to worry about the pass rush? If you get a pass rush like that, do you have to worry about the cornerback? I think the better deal, which is what your DM is going to take, is Brian Burns. You got, and I think Carolina at this point, you might not get a first for Brian Burns, because if I'm here we go. If I'm Brad Holmes and I'm saying, listen, it's a holiday, right? I'm like Jerome off. Y'all ever seen Martin? I know y'all seen Martin. Jerome was a hustler, man. He used to hustle everything. It's a holiday, right? Okay. Where am I with Brian Burns? I'm going to say, look here. Y'all 0-5. Y'all about to be 0-6. This man right here, y'all going to let him walk? Y'all going to slap the franchise tag on him? The Carolina Panthers ain't winning no time soon at all. Okay. So let's talk about it. Y'all need some picks because y'all gave them up for Bryce Young. Now, I can't give you a first, but we can make something else work. I can give you this, give you that. I don't know. I got to look at our draft capital. I'll give you something, but I ain't giving you no first. To me, the ball is in the other team's court, because Carolina is desperate right now. Are you going to make Brian Burns part of the future? Are you going to let him walk? Are you going to franchise tag him? He may or may not play. I think he held in this year. Maybe on a franchise tag, he holds out. I don't know. I have no idea. Dern says, Rainbow Girl says, can we have both? That would be a dream. Somebody would have to wake me up. Number one targets, Brian Burns, Surtain, Chase Young, Derek Brown. Okay, let's talk about that, Dern. Let's talk about that. I was talking to my fellas, and we were talking about needs for the team. And we keep going back to DT. And I'm going to tell you what. I don't want a DT. I don't want a DT no more. Not anymore. I don't want a DT anymore. You might be saying, well, why not? Why not? Because we have one. We have one. Wait a minute. What do you mean? Who is it? Is it Isaiah Bugs? Yeah, we got him. Is it Levi Onwuzurike? Is it him? Is it Elaine McNeil? Yeah, we got them. But it's, wait a minute. Let me see. It's a guy we drafted in the third round. I think it was pick 96, if I'm not mistaken. Gave up a couple draft. What's this guy's? Broderick Martin. Broderick Martin, who's been inactive for 5 games. If we're gonna bring somebody in here, get a DE. Get somebody so that Hutch don't have to do everything. Because guess who was MIA yesterday? Charles Harris. Guess who was Romeo. Okay, we had a Romeo sighting. Julian off the list, right? I am all about getting better. I'm not about being content with how we are. So for me, why waste capital when you've already wasted capital to trade up for Broderick Martin, who has not put on a Lions uniform in the regular season? It is time, and I don't know if that's fact, but it's time to put the guy in. So for me, I'm picking DE. I don't want to hear nothing about a DT. I don't want to hear nothing about Jeffrey Simmons or Jonathan Allen or Derek Brown. I don't want to hear it, because we could have had Derek Brown, but we was under a different regime. We're not going to talk about that. But we got a guy, 300 and something pounds, okay, that we ain't even played in the game. So he needs to be in the game before we talk about trading for anyone, because that defensive tackle that's going to be a game wrecker is going to cost us some money. And we've already spent capital on a project defensive tackle. So for me, no, I'm taking a DE any day. My question is, Marvin, I'm playing more game. Broderick Martin needs to play. Broderick, no talent. Martin, that's fun, bro. You've been saying that for a while. Give Carolina 200 seconds. Give Carolina 2 second-round picks, maybe a third, and get Burns. Okay, so I'm assuming, who you taking? Burns or Brown? Burns or Brown? Go and spend money at the Rainbow Girl says, yes, agreed. I believe he's a third-round pick. Play the man. No, you haven't. Explain it to me, Big D. I don't know if the man has talent. When he was drafted, we had to look him up, could barely find anything, had to dive deep into the recesses of the NFL scouting department and read what they said. Then you got to take what our offensive line or defensive line coach said recently about him playing too high. His hands are way too high and stuff like that. It looks like his footwork, it's just a lot of work, but you did that. So I'm not mad or anything like that. I'm not saying Brad Holmes made a mistake. It looks like they were, but watching the Inside the Den with the draft, they were very excited about the potential of this young man. So, but we don't know. We don't know because he's not out there. So I don't want I at this point, get me a guy that's going to, I'm talking about not Batman and Robin. You know who I want? I want Batman. I want Christian Bale back there, which is Aiden Hutchinson. And I want the Batman, which is DN that we trade for. That's what I want. We don't need a defensive tackle. We got Bugs. We got Elaine McNeil. We got guys that we drafted last. And we got a guy, number 96 overall, if I'm not mistaken, that needs to be put in a game. So right now, give me defensive end. Let me know what you think. Go spend money. Chase Young or maybe a solid number 2 quarterback spot. Bring in Broderick Martin. Now, if y'all could explain this to me, Broderick is literally their Hutch. We would have both. So let me ask y'all a question. How much, let's be real. We got another 3 weeks to talk about it. So the Lions play on Monday night. How long we been on? Today's show been flying, bro. I didn't know how I was going to be on today's show, but I'm feeling good. We got 10 more minutes. So let me ask y'all a question. Does Brad Holmes make a move at the trade deadline? Just yes or no. And if you say yes, who do you think it is? Who do you think it's going to be? Ryan, bro, it ain't 11 ads in this show. I checked it. It's an ad every 18 minutes. If you got 11 ads, bro, I have nothing to do with that. Okay, Nick says no. We just need someone that can rush the passer. I prefer I was going to say buns. Bruh, I prefer Oh, man. Wow. This is a family show. I promise you that. Oh, man. Oh, man. I will, bro, that's crazy. I would show y'all it's set to every 18 minutes. So that must mean YouTube think highly of me because they're inserting their own ads. Just to recover James Houston coming back. Yes, he is. Yeah. If you don't have YouTube Premium, please get it. Don't we all prefer that? Well, Aaron. Hey, listen, we got ladies in here. We gotta all be gentlemen. Okay, that's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Burns would be a heavy price tag. Well, Coach, I was just talking about that. I don't think that let's talk about ads real quick. So just so y'all know, YouTube chooses who sees an ad and who doesn't. So so every 18 minutes, YouTube can insert an ad into the show. That's up to them. I asked them to, but they make the final decision. Then when that ad is inserted, not everybody gets it. Not everybody gets an ad. So again, I've even thought about, and I'll think about this later. I might make this show ad free. I just, as part of, we just hit monetization on everything. I'll keep the super chats on, but I might make this show ad free because I don't like all these ads popping up because I haven't seen an ad in 4 years. I had YouTube Premium. I will never, ever, ever go back to regular YouTube, even though YouTube pays me. So I appreciate y'all watching the ads. I really do. But I don't have any control over how many they put in there. Brittany in the building says, do need to be respectful, as I am, Brittany. If you are indeed a woman, we're not going to get all carried away. I did not mean to say that. I literally read, I thought it said buns. Okay, I use YouTube Premium. Dan Campbell in 15 minutes, by the way. We will be off, Mr. Poole. I thank you for that. I got to head off and so we'll be off right before he gets on. But we talked about a lot to, female, you get him on this show? You get him on this show. And I see, hey, female, you need to holler at the email because I'm looking for a woman content creator, somebody to talk the trait or something like that. Premium getting too dang expensive to be fair. Bro, Nick, I pay $22 a month for 6 people. That I will take that all day, every day. All day, every day. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if you make content, but I would love to have a female voice on this show. I'm too cheap to get premium. Well, Kevin, you need to watch every single ad that they have. Okay. That's your problem and your fault. And I appreciate it. I get a cut of YouTube Premium as well. Every creator does that's monetized. So it don't make me know which one you do. You know what I'm saying? But, I appreciate y'all watching these ads. I'm too cheap to get premium, indeed. So we talked about a lot today, man. We still got a lot on the table, a lot of stuff to talk about. Show will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm actually going to start an NFL channel as well, a general sports channel, so I'm excited about that. But Dan Campbell will be on the podium in about 15 minutes. I got to get ready to go get the boy. But before I do that, I'll make a video from my other channel. In Detroiters Live, are we going to be talking about trades? In Detroit's Lives, are we going to be talking about trade guys? Yes, we are. Trading 4 guys, James Houston and Hassan Reddick. What about the dude on the Eagles? Not Derek Barnett. His name hasn't come up recently. But I will say this. I think the best thing about Brad Holmes is the fact that we have no idea what he's thinking. And when we think we do, he shows us up. Okay, Brad Holmes had never given, he doesn't give 3-year contracts, then he started pumping them out. He didn't draft a linebacker higher than the 4th round. Then he did, took one in the 1st. Brad's track record shows that he does not spend money. But is it because he couldn't spend money? Is it because the right player wasn't available? So I think Brad Holmes looks like he's like the father from Everybody Hates Chris, except he appears to be that way. I think somewhere, the right guy at the right time, a big move for me is all about timing. When is it? This will be the most money. Lions might have $65 million coming up in the offseason. Before we get off, could a Jared Goff extension be coming sooner than you think? So this is going to be, somebody in my comment section brought up the bye week. Can Jared Goff be extended during the bye week? Jared Goff is playing phenomenal football, and if you don't like him, you might as well forget about it. You might as well stop watching Detroit. And I heard some Vikings fans, they were talking yesterday, and they are struggling. Like they don't know what it's like to be on the bottom, so they're having a tough time. We got to make a move. We will. What's up, Larry? Heading back to Carolina, met Aleem McNeil's parents on the flight. Bro, that's what's up, man. Man, I forgot you weren't local. I would have stopped and chatted with you a little bit more, for sure. I'm glad they gave you a win. Okay, $45 million for Jared Goff, 3 years, $45 million. I'll take that. Sounds like Jefferson might be out a few weeks for the Vikings as well. Wow. What time? What, Plum? The shows are at 1 o'clock Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Trade the 24th first round pick. Okay, how long we been on? Okay, it's time to go. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. We had 101 views. We up to 101 people in here. Oh, man. I saw Lions trade and almost lost my mind. But something from Bleacher Report. Man, y'all saw the face. But listen, it's all love. Appreciate y'all. I will see you on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We'll talk more Detroit Lions. Enjoy your Monday, and I will see you next time.
Blowing, and I'm pissing off the neighbors. Whether home grown or imported, we feeling shorted, cause we waiting on our paper.
Hey yo, so I'm working on an actual outro with footage of the city and stuff like that. So hopefully y'all won't have to stare at me for the next. I'll have it hopefully by next year. I got to talk to the guys, see if we can do it. Just throwing it out there.
Ask you where you from. You gon' say Detroit City when we get you back on the feet. Yeah, you don't know about the D. You don't know about the streets. Cause when you're in the Motor City, nothing is as pretty as the hustle. You don't know about the D. You don't know about the streets. Cause when you're in the Motor City, everything ain't pretty, but it's love though. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City when we get back on our feet. Next time when they ask you where you from, you gon' say Detroit City when we get back on our feet. Yeah.